In this video, I'm going to show you the absolute best first chicken that anyone, and I mean anyone, can ever own. This first chicken is the absolute dream first chicken that I want mostly everyone who really wants to get into chickens I don't want them to get it, I'd recommend they get it though. I'll be recommending you this breed along with a couple others, and I'm going to show you how to properly maintain your first chicken breed properly and to keep them alive for as long as possible and to keep them living. So let's get into it. So exactly which chicken breed am I talking about right now? Well, the breed I am talking about right now, hands down, is going to the Easter eggers. I know I've talked smack about them in some other videos related to this, but today I'm just going to say it right now. If you want your first chicken, I'm going to say Easter eggers are the way to go. And you're like, what are Easter eggers even? Well, they're chickens. They don't really, most chickens have like a comb on their head and a wattle that goes underneath their beak. This chicken doesn't have either. This chicken has a pea comb, which technically is a comb, but it looks a little bit different. It's pretty recognizable. Their comb isn't that big. Their wattle, on the other hand, is there, but it's buried behind something that I like to call a beard. There's like a little beard that those chickens have that runs down their neck, and I think it looks really, really cool. It helps solidify their looks. These chickens look aesthetically pleasing. They come in all different shapes and sizes, some of them smaller than the others. Now the reason why they come like that is because Easter egger is a very broad term. It's not even a breed of chicken. It's a variety of breeds that are just kind of lumped into one name because people don't want to list off all these other names for this chicken. So what exactly other breeds would I recommend for the runners-up? And the runners-up are going to be, of course, Barred Rocks and Buff Orpingtons. I cannot go a day without my Barred Rocks and my Buff Orpingtons. They are some of my favorite chickens out there. And I will say, the Barred Rock and Buff Orpington are really friendly. We have one Barred Rock and 3 Buff Orpingtons left. I really am trying to convince myself to get some more, but they weren't as friendly the second time around, so I guess we'll see if I want to go over and get myself some more Bards and some Buffs to add to the other flock. But I feel like that second batch they weren't nearly as intelligent as this pet flock is. This flock of chickens right here is our pet flock. They are a culmination of senior chickens and very, very new chickens. So there's a variety of different chickens here. So that's a big reason exactly why. So I'm going to show you how to keep them alive. And it's really simple. For starters, they're going to need feed. And this is for every single chicken as well. The feed that you're going to be giving them matters a lot. This will help them with their growth, with their egg laying capabilities, so on and so forth. So what would I recommend for feed? Well, if they're under 16 weeks old, I would recommend you get some like Tractor Supply basic chicken feed. You can get like some Dumore or whatever it's called. It ranges on price depending on where you are. I'm in a really weird location, so they are a little bit more expensive over here. But if I were to go to like any other location, they'd probably be a bit cheaper closer to the center of the state I reside in. And once they turn 16 weeks old, I'd recommend upgrading them to layer pellets. Now these layer pellets don't have to be as high quality as I'd recommend you get their chick feed is. Now the reason is because yes, you want them to lay eggs, but their diet is going to consist a whole lot more when they get older. Your chickens, when they get a little bit older, aren't just going to want to have these basic treats anymore. They're not just going to want to have this basic stuff right here anymore. They want to get a little bit more, which is why they have bugs. They have the outdoors. I mean, if you don't let them outside, I don't care, but like, I'd recommend them getting some sunlight. They have this and all that whatnot. But you should still get them that. And when they begin laying eggs, if you notice that those eggs are really soft or they break under really, really, really light circumstances, then your chickens most likely have a calcium deficit. And it is a very easy fix, and it happens, and results seem to happen pretty quickly. The calcium deficit can easily be solved with some oyster shells mixed in with their normal feed. Now we do have feeding buckets in that flock right there. They're automatic feed dispensers, and we have one of them with oyster shells and one of them with normal ones, and the chickens love both of them. Now the oyster shells are a little bit more expensive, but you can also find them all at Tractor Supply for a pretty decent price. A lot of the stuff you actually buy for chickens are bought from Tractor Supply or local chicken co-ops or whatever you want to go to find your products, as long as they sell them decently and are catered to your chickens. The results will vary, but for the most part, they have results in a couple days. You'll notice those eggs are a little bit more intense than they were previous. And of course, there's basic knowledge like giving them their water every day. You want to get their water a bit bigger once they get a little bit older. But that's all I got for you folks today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to go down below, click that subscribe button. I'd recommend you click it. I have some interesting stuff here on this channel. If you want to see more like this, be sure to click that playlist on the screen here. This is all from my podcast right here, The Ultimate Chicken Guide, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.